Hi everyone, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. This is Tina with Tina's Craft Creations. I'm on today with a craft room tour. Now I know this has been a long awaited video, but my craft room was an absolute disaster. Here's Meows. You guys always hear him in my videos. Well, here he is. He wants to say hello as well. So I have been meaning to film this for a while, but my craft room was like a bomb went off in here, and I spent the last few weeks cleaning, organized, pulling things aside for destash. So I want to finally film this video for you guys, and it's not going to be like a super in-depth video where I go through every single bin, but if you would like something like that in the future, just let me know. Just leave a comment down below. All right, so I'm going to do a quick overview first. Now, the basement in my house has been converted essentially into my craft room. And then I have a full bath down here. And then on the other side is my laundry room. When I bought this house, I had it renovated. This was an all open space at one point. There used to be over in this area here. This is just an enclosure for my hot water tank and furnace and things like that. So I had it all closed in just to make it look nicer down here and to kind of finish it off. And the bathroom, you know, all that was redone. So, oh, here he is. So you guys hear him all the time in my videos. Now you can actually see him, and he wants to say hello. He wants some love. He is a very cuddly boy. So, all right, I'm going to do a quick overview first. When you come down the steps, you just come right into my craft room. So none of my shelving units are from IKEA. They're from Target, but they're basically like their version of the Calyx. I have this 3x3 one here. I have a 2x4 here. I'm going to go over that area with you guys as well. And then I have one on its side, and then one standing up here. And then over on this part of my craft room, I have another shelving unit here. I'm going to try not to go too fast. I have my sewing and die cutting area here. Just to give you another angle. Again, I'm trying not to go too fast. This is my main craft desk here. And of course, he's trying to get into some trouble over there. And then over here, like I said, this used to be, when I bought the house, the woman that had owned it actually was a hairdresser. So this was like her hairdresser area. I had this converted into my laundry room. So I have another shelving unit here, some storage units here, and then this door goes out to my garage, which then goes outside. So I'm just going to do a quick pan around again for you guys, and I'm trying to hold the camera with my other hand so it doesn't wiggle around too much. So as you can see, obviously I do have a big space. It is just me. So when I bought the house, I knew that I wanted most of my basement to be my craft area. I have Decor. Here he is again. He always wants to be part of the action. So now you guys can put a face with a meow when you hear him in my videos. This is Meows. He's 19. He's the love of my life. I've had him since he was about 6 months old. So yeah, that's my baby. All right, so like I said, I do have pretty much this whole space as my craft room. Now, this little area here is just an extension of my craft room. I have one of those really crappy shelving units from Target that are not like the 12x12 spots. I have that just for some extra stuff. But again, I'm going to go through all of this with you as well. Look at him. He's just always getting into trouble. He's very mischievous. Okay, so I'm going to go through shelf by shelf, but I'm not going to necessarily go bin by bin and open everything. Okay, so this first one here is a 3x3. Here, this is a new storage solution for me. This is my thickers storage, and I do have it organized by color, and then there's some sentiment thickers and things like that as well. I have my smaller paper pads, colored paper, glitter, holographic, gold foil, things like that. I have paper packs here that I've gotten mostly from like Michael's and Joann's. Down below, I have some collections that I don't necessarily want to store with all of my other collections. Just random bits that I've gotten at like Tuesday morning and things like that. I keep these little trays here that I use when I'm crafting, and then some foam sheets. These are what I have left from Michael's. I used to have a ton, and I got rid of them back in early last year, late 2020. I believe I gave a bunch to my friend Jen, who's an art teacher. So I have just a few like paper packs of like colors, and then other ones are like a few of the paper pads that I like the designs of. I have some felt and some crepe paper sheets. Over here I have specialty papers and chipboard and things like that. Okay, and then down below, this bin has some florals, some like leaves and things, and styrofoam balls. And these two here, I have straws, napkins, and just kind of miscellaneous craft supplies. So again, I'm not going to show what's in every single one because it's messy inside a lot of the bins, and I didn't take the time yet to organize those. Now this particular 2x4 is essentially just random things that I can use to make altered projects, things that I can decorate, like little plastic bottles, like things like this from the Dollar Tree, containers that I can use to put sequin mixes in, or little wire wrapped beads, things like that. This one here, I have a ton of those little camera frames from the Dollar Tree that I will use to make altered camera projects. I have some like picture frames and all kinds of things that I can alter. On the next shelf down, I have all of my rings for like tag flips and things. And I bought this little extender thing from Marshall's or TJ Maxx or Home Goods, one or the other. And here I have some of these little like clips that I got from the Dollar Tree that I can alter. Some of the little storage containers from the Dollar Tree, I just keep miscellaneous things in there. Wooden pieces to decorate, picture frames, those oh my goodness, tablecloths from Walmart to turn into ruffled strips, plastic boxes, some other little boxes that I can alter, like things like this. And in these two bins, I have wood items, so things that you find at like the Dollar Tree and things I can just alter, paint, things like that. And down below, I keep a lot of plastic boxes for embellishment boxes. So again, I'm not going to open every single thing. This video will be way too long. Okay, and then back here, I have a couple of carts, and I do have quite a few carts in my craft room. I keep some extra plastic boxes and things on this little shelf. I have a cart. Sorry, I have these bags hanging off of them. These are my pegboards that I just recently got from the Dollar Tree that I haven't put up yet. So those are just kind of hanging in the way. But these carts are specifically for like painting on this one. All my paints, paint brushes, things like that. And then down at the bottom, it is stuff to make wax seals. So that's on that particular cart. And then on this one is all card making supplies. The whole cart is just cards, card bases, things like that. So that's what I have there. In the corner, I have my bin with all of my wrapping paper and some random bags and things if I need to wrap a gift. And then this little shelf here, again, is one of the crappy ones. I think it's the Room Essentials brand from Target. Not very good. I would not recommend them. They're very flimsy, but it does serve its purpose here. On top, I just have a little box with some handmade things that people have sent me, some clips and things, my stamps and inks here, what I have left of Project Life cards, and some little blank binders that I can make embellishment binders with. I have some more card bases that are like red and green for Christmas, and some multicolor. I just couldn't fit them on my cart. Some picture albums. And then I have in these bins like overstock of like specific like beads and things that I couldn't fit in my bead storage, which I'll show you guys in a minute. Just random miscellaneous, honestly. And then this is my full bath here in the basement. All right, so again, I don't want to go too fast. On this shelf, I do have some ribbon that I got at Michael's that I just haven't sorted into a place yet. Okay, so I have shown this particular one before. Now this is 2 stacked on top of each other, a 1x2, 1x2, and a 2x2. This is all of my ribbon storage. Now, I do have some decor items on top. I didn't show you over there, but I have my Funko Pops of the Golden Girls. And then in this little tray here, I just have some projects that I've made that I just haven't sent off. I just like crafted just to craft kind of thing. I have the pink container from Hobby Lobby full of pom-poms. And then I have another container that Nikki has sent me full of pom-poms as well. And then just some random little decorative bits. So these are literally all of my ribbons. Okay. And then over here on top, I forgot to show you, I just have some like decor bits. My Funko Pops of the Sanderson sisters. Hocus Pocus is one of my favorite movies. Super excited to see Hocus Pocus 2. And then again, just some more like decorative bits here and up there. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. All right, over here, I have my plastic bin that I got from Michael's, I believe. And it is sorted into long sticker sheets that I can't fit in my other plastic bins that you guys will see in a minute. Tags, tassels, plastic gems, or no, flatback gems, excuse me. I have buttons and things like that down at the bottom. So they're all labeled with what items are inside. Okay, so up here I have tag flips that people have sent me. I hung those just as decor. And then other items that people have sent me, and just the camera just a little bit, so you guys can see how I display some of the items that people send me. Okay. So down on this shelf, I have my paintbrushes, just some like decor pieces, my Post Malone Funko Pop that my friend Matt had given me. He knows I love Post Malone. This was the one from the live event that he did back in 2020, the Nirvana tribute. The Don't Let the Muggles Get You Down mug is from my friend AJ. I have a picture of London that my friend Alyssa had sent me, and London's my favorite city, so of course I wanted to display it here. And then I have the little messenger bag that Laura had sent me in my giveaway challenge at the end of last year. Over here I have one of the little things that Cheryl had sent me, the little crate that she did with a bunch of memory Dex cards inside. That was our spring swap. My other Post Malone pop with him dressed as the knight from the Circles video. And then my sister gave me a mug with Post Malone on it a couple years ago for Christmas. My TV, which I will sometimes watch, or sometimes I'll just listen to podcasts on my phone when I'm crafting. And then again, just little decorative bits. All right, in the shelves, I have washi tape. I did pare it down quite a bit, but I still have some, probably too much, honestly. In this one, I keep my sleeves from Hobby Lobby, some plastic record sleeves that I use also for storing my paper collections. In the little boxes, I keep that web tubing that you can get from the Dollar Tree. The shelf here, I have my diamond dots, loose gems from Michael's, and some beads that I have in little jars. In this one, I have little plastic bags and paper bags used for Happy Meal. So things like that. And then Down at the bottom, this plastic pink basket is just a bunch of miscellaneous items that I don't have a home for yet. So I just throw everything in there until I can get it sorted. All right, now down at the bottom, this is how I store my paper collections. So in here, these three on this particular storage shelf are designers that I don't necessarily craft with a whole lot, like Frank Garcia, Jen Hadfield, Carta Bella, and then we have some, I think there might be Heidi Swap or something down here. Some just design and Damask Love, designers that I don't craft with a whole lot. Vicky Booten. And then we have my main collection storage. Okay, so this is my main paper collection storage. This whole bin, or this whole shelf. Before I get that, I'll show you my Memory Dex card holders. I have 2 of the Heidi Swap pink ones. Here's this little thing that Nikki had sent me. I have my wands and fun pens that I get sometimes at the Dollar Tree. Now this Memory Dex holder is completely full, as you guys can tell. So I had to start a new one. And it is already about half full already. So up top, I also have the sewing machine that Laura sent me. Some embellishments that I believe I got from Alicia. Some Star Wars items and just some random bits. Okay, so we have my designers. Maggie Holmes, all the way across the first 2 and down onto the second shelf. Simple Stories, which I keep them in these plastic magazine holders only because it'll help keep them standing upright because I don't have as many. As we get further down, I have crepe paper, and the new Heidi Swap collection that I'm still working with. And then we have Dear Lizzie and Pink Paisley down here. So those are all of my paper collections. So again, I have quite a few. I'm trying so hard to film on this thing and it's so weird. So again, that's just the areas we just went over. All right, on the side here, I do have some extra tag flips that I didn't hang above my shelf up here because there just wasn't enough room. So I have them displayed here on this bookcase. And then on this cart, I have a bunch of miscellaneous, literally miscellaneous. I have bowls that I'll use and spoons for sequin mixes. These fancy craft scissors, tape runners, bowls, again, more bowls to make sequin mixes, a few Project Life cards. The second shelf is Velcro, wooden popsicle sticks to make projects. Down at the bottom, I have a bunch of markers, things like that. Okay, so in this little area here, this is just some decor that I have up here. I actually painted this one here. This is the Roberto Clemente Bridge here in Pittsburgh, and it was a class called, it's a place called Painting with a Twist. It was called Starry Night over the Clemente Bridge. So I went with a friend of mine a couple of years ago, probably about 4 years ago at this point. All right, this is my laundry room. Nothing exciting in there. All right, and then over here we have my 2 bins of yarn. And then those plastic bins are just some like AliExpress trims, some Martha Stewart trims and things like that I don't have room for in my other bin for trims. And then this bin over here is mainly for Happy Mail. So I have sorted it into gifts for Happy Mail, things I want to put in with the Happy Mail boxes, hoops and wire forms. So this is like, if I want to make like a loaded hoop, I have all of those in there. Tissue paper in both of those. Shred in both of those. And then down at the bottom, I have confetti and the styrofoam balls that you throw in with Happy Mail. And then I have some envelopes, some bubble wrap, and tape. So that's about all that's over here in this corner. Okay, so this one's a little bit messy, but these are these 2 plastic drawer units that I got from Michael's. On top, I have this little cupcake thing box that my friend Susan had given me a few years ago. Some flatbacks that I've mostly gotten from like AliExpress and things. Some embellishment box and some embellishments that people have sent me that I need to use. A little package that I got from England a few years ago that I just liked the way he decorated the packaging, so I have it out for display. I keep a few random snacks in this container. This is the bag that Laura had made for me a few months ago, and the London luggage tag that Cheryl sent me. I have my little telephone box cookie jar there, and some Harry Potter butterbeer glasses that I've gotten. I got that one at the one in Orlando, and then the little butterbeer ice cream container I got at the Harry Potter experience outside of London, which was awesome. Okay, and then in these bins, we have flowers, we have rosettes and pinwheels, like the adhesive ones that you buy at like the stores, and then I have like hearts, stars, and bows, like stickers and things like that, and then miscellaneous stickers in the bottom three. Over here, I have enamel dots, gems and pearls in the next two, doilies, metal items and pom-poms, chipboard and wood items, like small wood things, like things that you could just add to an embellishment or something, all the way down. Yeah. So this is, again, the door out to my garage. And I'm really sorry if this video is crappy. I'm trying my best. I've never filmed a video like this before, so please bear with me. All right, and then on this shelf unit here, on top, I have this little shelf that I got from Michael's a few years ago, and on top of that, or on that, I should say, I have several of the embellishment boxes that I got when I did my first ever giveaway on my YouTube channel last year. I have a bottle of the Post Malone wine, which I don't drink, so I just have it there for display. Some cacti, and then this is my favorite little sign that I ever found, and it says, "Maybe swearing will help," because usually it does. I have the little teapot that my friend Tara sent me in my giveaway, and then another one of the embellishment boxes. I think that one was from Nikki. Okay, so this is a whole lot of fun stuff here. We have charms. So we have charms, sorted metal charms, plastic charms, tassels, cabochons, and then I have a few of them into like Valentine's, Easter, cactus, Halloween, and Christmas. And then I have all my sequins that I have sorted. I have more sequins than what would fit into these Harbor Freight containers, but this is what I pull from when I make mixes first, and then as I run out, I'll pull from my overstock. And then over on this section, we have this basket is full of seed beads. So just can't really tell, but seed beads in there, all different like tubes and things, like the smaller tubes, wire wrapped beads that I've made, aqua, teal, turquoise beads, purple, pink, and then these are just beads as well. More beads sorted by color, and then there's my larger tubes of the seed beads I get from Hobby Lobby. Some more wire wrap beads and bead boxes that I have purchased. All right, down in these bins we have jewelry making and tools, so like jewelry wire wrapping tools and things like that, and anything like head pins, like O-rings and all the kind of stuff that you would need for making charms and things like that. Overstock of sequins, and again, I'm not showing you inside of these bins because they are a mess. I have all my metal dies in these two bins down at the bottom, and again, they're a mess. I need to organize them, so I'm not going to show you inside. All right, and then we get over to my sewing area. So I have these shelves up here. Again, I use my shelves to display people's projects that they've sent me. I also have like alphabet beads, some phone balls that I can throw into a Happy Mail, a couple albums that I've been sent, again, some projects and things that I want to have on display. This is my Cricut, which I still do not know how to use. I got it several years ago from my sister, and I just haven't had the time or had anyone show me. I'm the kind of person that I need to have someone show me how to use it first, and I just haven't been able to do that. This is my new big shot that I got a few months ago at Tuesday morning, and I just pulled it out so I can finally start using that one. My other one was just kind of beat. I have my sewing machine, and I have this little cart here that I keep my like scissors, some reading glasses for when I need to thread my spool. This helps with die cutting, this little brush, screwdriver, just some various bits there, and then some of the threads that I use most often. And then again, my sewing machine, and then I keep a lot of my extra spools of thread in those little containers, markers and things back there. I have a light. This little basket here, I just threw in those little envelopes that I got at the Dollar Tree recently, so I can have them out so I can decorate them. Okay, now as I mentioned, I have lots of carts in my craft room. So this cart here holds my new Big Shot switch, which I have not used yet, but I do want to use it very soon. I have a little bin if I need to pull that out to throw anything in, and then also the parts that'll go with my switch. Down at the bottom, I have my mini cinch. Underneath my craft desk, or underneath my sewing desk, I have these plastic drawer units. I have in that one there, in that drawer there, I have faux leather and things like that. I also have some embroidery threads and things in there, some overstock of like different colored pom-poms. Down here I have sleeves for like making pocket letters and things like that. I have just some miscellaneous things, and then some sewing things in that top one. And then over here I just have fabric, and then I have just some random storage, just miscellaneous things. In these drawers I keep like tools and things for my Sizzix die cutting machine, some like paper vinyl that I bought at Dollar Tree, my tripod that I probably should have used instead of this neck thing, Cricut stuff, and then I have like my eyelets and things. These ones aren't too bad, so I can show you my eyelets and my eyelet setter and little bags. Okay, so again, that is my sewing area. Then I have this little shelving unit here. I keep projects that I'm working on for Happy Mail in here, some baby wipes and tissues. Again, I have another one of these little Target organizer things that I use fairly often. The little exploding box that I made following Amber's tutorial, that's probably going to be like giveaway at some point. The green jar from Hobby Lobby. And then inside here, I keep all of my rosettes and flowers and things that I either buy on Etsy from like Cheryl Shop, or things that people send me. I keep them in there so I can grab them pretty easily if I'm crafting. Okay, and then over here on the wall, we have my basically just a bunch of things that are like inspiration to me. So cards and things that people have sent me, pocket letters that people have sent me, one that I've made that I just couldn't bear to get rid of. So yeah, just mostly cards and things that I was sent during my giveaways, and some Happy Mail and things like that. So I hang them there for inspiration. All right, so now we have my main craft desk, which is an IKEA desktop held up with a leg in the middle, and I have Alex drawers on either end. So in these drawers, they're not too bad as far as organized. I just have like basic supplies, notepads, washi tape, things like that. My made by letters and my mailing labels, some international slips if I'm mailing internationally, handmade Happy Mail things, notebooks, so I can write down notes. Some various tools that I don't use super often. And then I have my photo printer, and some crepe paper, and then also more crepe paper. Okay, I also keep my trash can and some tools I use fairly often down here in a basket. My paper cutter, my scoreboards, things like that. I also keep my tea ruler and some chipboard there. On top of my desk, I have an aught light that I have for extra light. Even though I do have a lot of overhead recess lights here in my craft room, it's always nice to have an extra light directly over your desk. And then this is my normal filming tripod for my YouTube videos. Okay. I also have on my desk just the tools that I use the most. I'm going to sit down for this. Foam tape, threads that I use frequently, miscellaneous things I'll keep in there like foam dots and things. My phone holder for when I'm listening to my phone for like podcasts and whatnot. My tools, the scissors and cutters and things like that. In this basket I keep the wet glues that I use the most frequently, some of my new Tim Holtz sprays that I'll probably reach for more often than not, my favorite scissors, my tweezers are in there, and my Nuvo drops that I need to use, little stamp, and some powder that I use. This is cornstarch for making things not so sticky. I have some pens and pencils and score tools and things like that in those little pen cups. Okay, also, I keep my glue sticks right next to me, and then I also have some staples, a little mini stapler, a form shape for making a sewing machine from Patty's tutorial, some more notebooks with like addresses and things, hole reinforcers, more cutters for blades for my paper trimmer. These drawers aren't so bad, so I'll show you what's in them. Some pictures I printed out, some more tools, my tiny attacher, my hole puncher, tape dispenser, stapler, things like that. Pins for my ribbons, bags for Happy Mail, and sleeves that I use for storing like ephemera and things. More sleeves for pocket letters. This is open thickers that I didn't want to store over on the shelf, and my my glue gun and some Advil and some score tape and things like that. And then at the bottom we have sentiment stickers, some Tim Holtz stuff, and some very wide tape. Okay, so again, more carts, because carts are easy to move around. I have this cart here. This has lots of adhesives and things that I can use, and they're really close to my desk. All of my punches are down here. The overstock of punches are on the bottom shelf, along with some extra foam tape and things like that. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is this cart right next to my desk. I have, I keep my like push pins, paper clips, cards that people sent me, clips if I need to clip anything together, my label maker, some pokey tools and pens that people made me and sent me in my giveaway, some fine line pens, some this is a little cutter that came with that Craftelier order, some lotion, some command hooks, and some bowls. I also have clips and paper clips and some extra bowls. And then I keep my scraps like in this container right here, because it's just nice to have it super close to my desk. And then down at the bottom I have little bottles that I keep like sequin mixes and things in when I'm sending out Happy Mail. So as much as this video is probably going to be horrible to watch, I hope that you guys all enjoyed seeing my crafty space. And again, if you do want a more in-depth view of some of the bins, even though they are pretty messy, please let me know. And if you have not already, I'd greatly appreciate if you would consider subscribing. and I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.